Teruko Dobashi. I grew up in the ghetto in San Francisco, and one thing that I can remember, well, two things that I remember strongly from my mom is can't is not a part of my vocabulary. I could never say I couldn't do anything, I can't do this. It was always you can and you will, you have to try. And also never let anybody tell you what you can't do. It's always you have to prove somebody wrong. You have to live up to whatever you want to do. You have to be whoever you want to be and strive for perfection. Because if you strive for the stars and you fail, you'll fall amongst even better things, and you just got to keep trying. Going to school was easy because I didn't want to be at home. There were so many things and issues and trials that I was going through with my family that I wanted to get away. Although school was a whole nother battle zone, I felt like I wasn't going to be anybody because that's what I was constantly told in school. My counselors, my teachers told me that I wasn't going to go to college. I tried to get a fee waiver and they denied me, told me that it was going to be a waste, and just crazy things. I tried to take Spanish too. My teacher kicked me out, told me that I wasn't going to go to college, so I didn't need that requirement anyway. And just crazy things, being told that I wasn't going to make it because of where I came from, how I acted, how I acted towards people, and how teachers perceived me to be. But going to school was something that I knew that I had to do because too many of my friends were dying from gang violence, gun violence, or getting pregnant at young ages and dropping out. And I didn't want that to be me. I didn't want to be like my mother. I didn't want to be like the people I was around, so I knew I had to do something bigger and better, and I wanted to prove people wrong. I just remember that all the time, my mom telling me, "Booty, you can do it. You know, you can make everybody believe that you can be somebody." And that's what I did. I applied to 15, 16 colleges, all in California. I didn't want to leave the state, and I got accepted to every one. I ended up choosing UC Berkeley because it was the #1 public university, and a lot of people, even people who believed in me and told me that I could do great things, sort of doubted my abilities to go to UC Berkeley because it was such a huge school. They told me that, you know, I would do better at Mills College or smaller schools where the teacher to student ratio was a lot smaller, but I wanted to prove them wrong too, that I could go where anybody could go. So I chose UC Berkeley and I loved it. I graduated in 4 years, got my bachelor's in social work, education, and creative writing, and I'm a bear for the rest of my life. If God brought you this far, He will bring you through it, and you just have to keep faith and keep believing that there is somebody else, your little brother, your little cousin, a next generation who's looking up to you, who you are inspiring, and even for yourself, because sometimes you look at your parents, you look at everybody else who's around you, and you have to realize that things have been the same for so long, and it's time for a change, and you can be that change maker. And just never give up. And remember, can't is never part of your vocabulary. Tattoos. I remember I got my first tattoo when I was 13 years old, and it was behind my mother's back, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna stop there. But I couldn't stop. I just became addicted to them, and I fell in love with them because I'm an artist and I enjoy freedom of expression, and I feel like it's my body, it's my temple, and I can do what I want as long as it's not offending anyone. I've always told myself that my degree would speak for me and that I wouldn't have to prove myself because I have it on paper. And I believe the type of person that I am, I always try to persevere, and I always feel like if I fall down, I'm gonna get right back up. So regardless of tattoos, piercings, my sexual orientation, where I'm from, it will never stop me from trying my hardest to succeed. I am Teruko Dobashi, and I am a poet, an educator, and a proud daughter, lesbian, lover, friend, and that's it.